Greetings, Earthlings! Welcome to another epic episode of Urban Nerd Weekly. Today is Thursday, June the 13th, and it's episode 4 of Season 3. Thanks for clicking play today, you guys. On today's Nerd News Update, Lil Yachty is giving us some sneak peeks of Lil Boat 3. Krispy Kreme is about to open up a huge store in the middle of Times Square. We're gonna give y'all a full recap of the last 3 days of the E3 conference, and Boondocks is on the way back with Aaron Magruder signed on. Today's digital download is a nice size one, and today's topic, I finally got to play Mortal Kombat 11. So tune in, nerd out, to today's episode of Urban Nerd Weekly.
It's called Urban Nerd Weekly, available on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Google Play Music.
Oh, the song. Okay, so what's up, y'all? What's up, man? It's your boy Space. I'm so glad, like I said earlier, that you guys decided to tune in on today's episode. I love you for it. And I like to wish everybody a happy Flag Day. And just in case you don't remember your third grade teacher telling you what Flag Day is all about, in the United States, Flag Day is celebrated on June 14th, and it commemorates the adoption of the flag of the United States on June 14, 1777, by resolution of the Second Continental Congress. The United States Army also celebrates the U.S. Army's birthdays on this date. The U.S. Army birthdays on this date. That's everybody in the Army celebrates the birthday. Congress adopted the American Continental Army after reaching a consensus position in the Committee of the Whole on June 14, 1975. And allegedly, some bitch sewed this flag together, like, on her porch or some shit. In 1916, President Woodrow Wilson issued a proclamation that officially established June 14th as Flag Day. On August the 3rd in 1949, National Flag Day was established as an act of Congress. Flag Day is not an official federal holiday, however. Title 36 of the United States Code, Subtitle 1, Part A, Chapter 1, SS-10. I don't know if that's SS or not. That's what the fuck it looks like, though. In the official statute of Flag Day, however, it is the president's discretion. It is at the president's discretion to officially proclaim the observance. So, pretty much every president gets to decide if it fucking matters this year or not. But yeah, happy Flag Day. It's a lot of fucking military-related holidays in the summertime. Did we fight? Did we do a lot of fighting in the summer? Y'all was sending niggas out in this heat and shit. Well, I ain't even surprised. It's the same country that sent niggas out in the heat to pick cotton. So hell yeah, they will send your ass out in the heat to go fight some fucking body you never met before. But real quick, right before we get into the Nerd News Update, I'd like to give you guys a little reminder to follow the show on Instagram. That's at Urban Nerd Weekly. And if you're on Facebook, go ahead and click that like button for the Urban Nerd Weekly Facebook page. You can follow me on the big three social media sites. That be Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, all at spacewashere.com, SPAYCEWUZHERE. And if you add a .com to that is my website, spacewashere.com. You can hit that up and check out all of my content, from my parodies to my videos to more episodes of the podcast. And please be reminded to join the email newsletter, because we have a bunch of giveaways coming up on urbannerdweekly.com, and that is the first and most important step into getting free shit is by joining the email list. I'd like to also let you guys know you can follow Miss Nano Kitty at Nano_Kitty_cat on Instagram. Please follow, be nice. And also, you can hit her up on the Urban Nerd Weekly Facebook page as well. Joining a nice little bustling community on the Facebook. I was definitely, I'm thoroughly surprised by the amount of engagement we're getting. So I'm very happy about that, and I love for you guys to be a part of that. Also, definitely don't want to forget to remind you guys to check out my latest parody song that is Back Snacking Again. It's a parody to Back At It Again by rapper Yella Beezy featuring Quavo the Migos and Gucci 1017. Yeah, man, please check that song out on my SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/SpaceWasHere. And please, while we talk about SoundCloud, please don't forget to subscribe to the show if you're on SoundCloud, as well as on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and Stitcher, as well as many other podcasting platforms. And I'm definitely coming soon to Spotify and iHeartRadio. Now, On to today's Nerd News Update. First things first, in today's Nerd News Update, E3 is wrapping up today, and if you don't know, E3 stands for Electronic Entertainment Expo. And this is basically where, like, a lot of the tech, like the video game, the PC game, like shit, this is where they kind of come to, like, release and, like, talk about all the shit coming up for next year. It took place between basically last episode and this episode, which is I can't believe I let that shit fly over me. I can been talking about this on Instagram all of this week. But anyway, like I said, the dates were June 11th through today, June the 13th. Today is the last day, and it's wrapping up. But it was held in Los Angeles in the convention center, and yeah, man, like it's where a bunch of like big companies like Sony, EA Sports, Square Enix, Microsoft, Bethesda, Ubisoft, Nintendo, Devolver Digital, you know what I'm saying? Like, they have a whole PC gaming part of the expo. Like, it's real sweet shit. Like, I kind of want to, I'm looking towards kind of going next year because it looks like it was a lot of fun. But they released a lot of new shit that a lot of people didn't know about. That's how we kind of been finding out about Nintendo Switch. Now they have wireless headsets and they allow in-game chatter. You know what I'm saying? That's how on last episode we was talking about like Xbox ending backwards compatibility and, starting to move forward with Project Scarlet. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't see Apple on here, but I wouldn't be surprised because they might have been there because recently some news is dropped about Apple's releasing a new iPod Touch, which I'm stoked about because if anybody knows me, I got my iPod Touch stolen last year out of my car because I irresponsibly left it unlocked. Like, I got caught lacking, and yeah, so that happened. So I'm kind of stoked about a new iPod Touch coming out. It'd be nice to buy one and shit on the nigga that stole mine, because it's the old one now. Pussy! I'm sorry. I was still feeling that shit. But yeah, man. And also, like, here are some games. Like, the biggest E3 game highlights included, like, Cyberpunk 2077, starring Keanu Reeves, which actually sparked a meme yesterday on Instagram and on Facebook and on Twitter or whatever about how, for the last, 10, 15 years, there's been like all these like hilarious ass like Chuck Norris jokes, because like Chuck Norris is supposed to be like the hardest, coolest motherfucker alive according to, some people and shit. And now, like, literally as of the release of this game and John Wick 3 Parabellum, somebody literally had a hand dropping keys. And it was the hand was Chuck Norris' hand, the keys was coolest guy in the world, and the other hand catching the keys was Keanu Reeves' hand. So I think we just witnessed a shift in era. Like, I'm already seeing, Keanu Reeves type jokes that's gonna be included in memes very soon. So I'm very anxious to see what that's gonna turn out into the online community. The new hardware care of the Xbox Project Scarlet specs had also came out during it. Like I said, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 is also going to be, was featured there. And it's actually going to be a direct sequel to the very first Legend of Zelda game, fun fact. Final Fantasy VII Remake, Halo Infinite, and the new Avengers game were also big hot topics at the E3 Conference Expo. Here on TechRadar.com, you can find a full list of all of the games from each of the different companies that were talked about at the E3 conference this year. Like I said, Legend of Zelda with some Pokemon Sword or Pokemon Shield, shit like that, like Fire Emblem 3 Houses, Dragon Quest Builders 2, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. They Resident Evil 5, they talking about a ton of fucking titles here, people. So I definitely would advise you to check out this particular blog article on TechRadar.com. It is very informative, and it got me very excited about the future of a lot of the video games, which is still like even more inspiring me to buy a new console. On to the next piece of nerd news for today. Krispy Kreme is going to open a brand new store in the middle of Times Square in New York City, which is good news for me. Cause like I'm a huge, like I love Krispy Kreme, and for a long time, like I actually follow shit that be going on with the company, and for a long time, people been saying that like, you know, Krispy Kreme might go out of business, and you know, you ask why there aren't more Krispy Kreme, and nobody ever has an answer, so you kind of wonder if like maybe they don't have the funding or whatever have you. But I feel like if they're gonna open up a big ass one in the middle of Times Square, that's gonna help out the franchise, and there's gonna be more Krispy Kremes. Because I would definitely, like personally, in my heart of hearts, in my soul, in my dreams, I would love for like the people who own Waffle House to like buy up a little bit of Krispy Kreme, like own part of that shit, and then we can have Waffle Houses attached to Krispy Kremes fucking everywhere. I don't know about y'all, but that sounds like happiness in a motherfucking box for me. Like y'all know I love Krispy Kreme. I got a whole fucking song on my SoundCloud about Krispy Kreme. Hot Like Bling. Shit'll make you crash your car. Not my song, the Krispy Kreme donuts, but I had to make a song. Like it was Drake's Hotline Bling, and I was just talking about Krispy Kreme. I know when that Hot Like Bling, that can only mean one thing. That one thing is fresh motherfucking donuts. And can you imagine the size of the fucking hot sign of the store in Times Square, especially if it's gonna be a big store? Like, fuck it. Let them just get the whole Mac store and just donuts in the whole Mac store. Fuck it. I mean, them niggas gonna just, the folks at the Mac store ain't trying to, Apple store ain't trying to, I said Mac store. What the fuck is a Mac store? I'm pretty sure that's makeup, ain't it? It is. Shit. I meant Apple Store. Oh, fuck it. Nobody's listening to my show for fucking accuracy. Y'all know what I meant. And if not, then you know you can leave your comments and all that good shit. You know, whatever. Today's next piece of nerd news. The Boondocks is returning to television. Well, of course the television, but I mean, it's probably gonna be on Cartoon Network / Adult Swim. However, during the E3 conference, since Sony was there, they announced the reboot of the Boondocks with creator Aaron McGruder on board. According to Complex.com, after years of speculation and rumors, it has finally been confirmed that the Boondocks will get a reboot. On Wednesday, Variety reported that Sony Pictures Animation has announced a host of new projects slated to be released in 2020, including a Boondocks reimagining. Fans may fear the terminology means the studio will smooth out the show's trademark edginess, but the partnership is actually a rekindled connection. Sony handled the production of every Boondocks episode except the fourth. Season 4 was also the only one made without creator Aaron McGruder. To solidify that the show will continue providing hilarious social commentary, Sony revealed that McGruder is back on board to guide the creative direction. Studio executives described a plot that is eerily similar to the current political sphere. One that will follow the Freeman's battle against Uncle Ruckus, who is now an evil tyrant running the Woodcrest County government. Huey, Riley, and Granddad will attempt to fight Ruckus's Iron Fist in ways that are both topical and radical. Currently, there is no official word on what characters will be brought back or if the original cast has been tapped to reprise their voiceover roles. During his appearance on the Joe Rogan Experience podcast, John Witherspoon hinted that he would be a part of the new show. Am I in the cartoon? What is it? The Boondocks? I didn't change my voice for the Boondocks, Witherspoon said. When explaining that his granddad character to Rogan and they coming back, the Boondocks is coming back. It's one of the best cartoons I've ever been on. And as for Regina King, the possibility that she will return is still unknown. Which I think is probably, like, now that they got Aaron back on deck, I think everybody's gonna hop back on the board ship. King has gone on to become an Oscar-winning actress in addition to signing a multi-year production deal with Netflix. This might create conflict as the new season of I didn't think about that. As the new season of the Boondocks will head back to its original home, Cartoon Network's Adult Swim. Told ya. But her unique ability to voice two of the show's three main characters makes her partition more or less. Bitch, that shit is important than a motherfucker. How y'all gonna find? Y'all ain't gonna find two bitches that's gonna sound like her. That's gonna sound like little boys at the same time. Nah, bruh. Y'all gonna have to get Regina King. Y'all better call Ice Cube and tell him to put in a good motherfucking word. Get this shit together. Because we ready to see Boondocks back on TV. It's a lot of shittery and fuckery that's been going on in the political sphere that I really need to hear Riley Freeman's motherfucking opinion on. And I really want to hear Hughes, but Riley's is fucking hilarious. You know what I mean? Like, I love it is because Huey speaks for woke niggas. Riley speaks for niggas. And Granddad is just trying to be a reasonable nigga. But sometimes it be making him be on that Uncle Tom type shit. Last piece of nerd news for today. Like I did tell you guys that the new iPod Touch is coming out, and they're not gonna do anything majorly different. It's gonna be newer, a little faster, and a little sleeker case. And I really don't know what's gonna happen now that iTunes is dead. Like it's really making me feel some type of way because I like being able to organize my music the way I do. I like downloading music, making my own playlists. I don't want to stream. Like, I love the access to, like, every fucking song ever. That's pretty awesome, but as it goes, I'm not the guy that's always gonna have internet connection. I don't want whether or not I can listen to music dictated by whether or not I have Wi-Fi or internet connection. I don't want to fucking have to buy a data plan. I like what I like, and I like to play what I like. And then, with the iPod Touch, that's the awesome thing. Like, as long as they give me the option to still be able to do what I just said, I don't give a fuck what they do with it. You know what I mean? They've made so many changes outside of the realm of iTunes that I just wasn't paying attention to anyway. Like, I really be missing most of that shit anyway. I mean, I'm not gonna stay under rock because I'm definitely providing info for you guys on my infotainment show called Urban Nerd Weekly, the podcast that you're listening to right now. But yeah, I definitely kind of curious about how that's gonna be looking. The last piece of nerd news for today is Lil Yachty has been, dropping little snippets of his upcoming tape, Lil Boat 3, and fans are feeling they're ready for the shit, and it's just like it's crazy because Lil Yachty, he ain't got that heat that he had coming off of Broccoli, and it's so ironic too because now that he's less like I don't know, I guess he's less popping right now. Like, I guess it makes it easier to like kind of get into his shit now that the wave is, the way it is. But according to XXLMag.com, Lil Yachty's Lil Boat 3 is coming. Lil Yachty's about to set sail. This is the shit from his name is C. Vernon Coleman II on XXL.com. I ain't want y'all to think I wrote all this shit. I like to give people their credit, Lil Yachty is about to set sail and embark on a new project. The Atlanta rhymer recently announced his new offering, Lil Boat 3, is coming soon. On Saturday, May 4th, the Quality Control artist shared an announcement about the release on Instagram. The slow-motion clip shows Boat in the studio walking away from the mixing board while the track plays on. I left out of school without mama's permission. They wanted me dead. They've been hoping and wishing. I'm stealing your bags and I'm put in position. I'm dressed in all white like a chef in the kitchen. I did not mean to read it like a song, but it just kind of flowed that way. Hey, that means he might be becoming an alright writer. Maybe write an act up for the city girls, help him sharpen up his tool set a little bit. You know what I mean? The video concludes with the words LB3 coming soon. So that stands for, of course, Lil Boat 3, which is, the original series of Lil Yachty tapes that got his fan base to where it is right now. Yachty captioned the snippet, "I just want to win, and it's time again." Yachty had breakout success with the release of Lil Boat mixtape in 2016, which featured the popular singles Minnesota and One Night. He followed up with their second edition last year. That version featured 2 Chainz, Trippie Redd, Lil Pump, Offset, Quavo, YBA, and Never Broke Again. Oh, NBA Never Broke Again. Oh, shit. NBA, yeah. See, they put his name so many fucking different ways, I don't never know how to read that shit. This time, it's Young Boy Never Broke Again. Sometimes they say NBA Young Boy. Sometimes they say Young Boy NBA. The nigga that mollywopped that bitch in the hotel. And debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200 chart. Yachty's most recent album, Nothing to Prove, came out in October. I heard nothing about that album. The King of the Teens is fresh off a starring role in the film How High 2 alongside DC Young Fly, which that movie was... Check out Lil Yachty's Lil Boat announcement below. Oh, that's just, a clip from the Instagram shit. And yeah, so he's definitely dropping Lil Boat 3 again. And I'm actually gonna listen out for Lil Boat 3. I ain't even gonna flex. I'm gonna listen because I want to see, if bro really has grown some or not. You know what I'm saying? I'm anxious to find that out, like for real. Now, on to today's digital download in the movie section. Today is the Thursday episode, so you know all movies come out on Friday. Well, most of the time movies come out on Friday. I like to say all the time, but make sure y'all pay attention to what the fuck I be saying, because sometimes I might be giving y'all hints to an early release of some shit, and y'all got to learn to motherfucking pay attention, alright? So, today's digital download in the movie section. All these movies, however, do come out tomorrow, June the 14th. We got the new Shaft movie coming out. We got Men in Black International, The Last Black Man in San Francisco, and The Dead Don't Die. All coming out tomorrow at your local theater. In the music section, also coming out tomorrow, we got one by a young lady by the name of Jane Doe, and her album's called Empathy. So make sure you guys, if you're a Jane Doe fan, I'm letting you know right now the album is out. Please go download, stream, whatever you like to do. Spotify, Apple Music, fucking Google Play, all that good shit. I had a brain fart right when I said all that. But that was today's digital download. On to our next news segment of the show, and we like to call it Did You Know? Every episode from now on, we're going to give you a little trivial factoid piece of information. It's going to be called for the Did You Know? So now, you can walk away a little bit smarter each episode of Urban Nerd Weekly. Did you know? A man named Frederick Bauer invented the Pringles can, right? A man named Frederick Bauer invented the Pringles can. In 2008, that man died. When he died, they cremated him, and they buried his ass in a motherfucking Pringles can. How about that? God bless America. All right, on to today's topic. I finally got to play Mortal Kombat 11, and it was fucking awesome. Like, I didn't buy the console yet, like I said I would, but I went to my buddy's court. I got a buddy named Court. Went to his house. He's got another buddy who has the game. And we played that motherfucker, and it was fucking awesome. Brutality's awesome. The mercy, we tried the mercy thing. Remember I told you guys a couple of episodes about that. That's one of the things that Mortal Kombat is putting in there. Yeah, mercy is a thing, and yes, it does give you the opportunity to get that second chance kill. But let me tell you how you better be ready to whoop some ass if somebody evokes the mercy rule, cause ain't nothing like getting your ass whooped for a second time in a 15-second time span. My nigga, I'ma tell you. But look, Scorpion on point as always. Raiden, as usual, Raiden is one of those characters you got to learn in order to play really well. But once you learn them, fucking worth it. Definitely a family affair, because we definitely got Johnny Cage, Sonya Blade, and Major Jackson Briggs as usual. However, Johnny Cage's daughter is in the game, and so is Jax's daughter is also in the game. So we have Jackie Briggs, and fuck, I can't remember Johnny's daughter's name, but she's in the game too. And you get a chance to whoop Sonya's ass with both of them. Another character that I definitely was hype about was Noob Saibot. Noob Saibot's been one of my top 5 favorite characters since Mortal Kombat. Was it Deception or Deadly Alliance, when it was Noob and Smoke, and they could do the disappearing on the reappearing and shit. Yeah. He's always had a very diverse move set and skill set that I've always found very workable to my button pressing style. Which if you're into games and shit, pay very close attention to your button pressing style, because that is a better determining factor of how you should approach playing video games, more so than a lot of the times that what character is the best in the game. You know what I'm saying? So that's a little gamer tip if you didn't know that yet. But yeah, game was awesome. I give a fucking 5. What the fuck do we? Oh yeah, nerd glasses push-ups. We haven't rated shit in a long time. And if you guys were listening during season 1, all the way back in season 1, we used to do this little thing where we would rate shit by you know how you got glasses, they always slip down, so you have to push them up. Well, we give it we rated by glasses push-ups, and this game got 5 out of 5 fucking glasses push-ups. That shit was on point. And I haven't even got to play it with the new DLC characters coming out yet. So soon, I don't even know what day it is, but I know it's gonna be very soon, where they're gonna have like people like Shang Tsung, Nightwolf is coming up as a DLC character, and you can also play with like Spawn and a couple of other people that aren't even Mortal Kombat original. So yeah. Definitely digitally dope fucking shit. Alright, you guys. I've ran on about Mortal Kombat for long enough. I'll probably give a secondary update about it the next time I get to play with maybe the DLC characters. I'm gonna see if my buddy's gonna get them. I might even chip in and just go ahead and pay for the DLC characters, so that way we could just see what's really fucking popping. Oh, also, all the fatalities on the game, right, are like how some of them are locked. Okay, here's a little thing we figured out. If you look them up and you actually just go ahead and do the fatality, not only does it, because here's the thing, the move itself isn't locked. The instructions to the move is locked. So, because when you look at the moves list, you can't see it says locked. You can still do it. So just look them up online and then do them during gameplay, and it will unlock the fatalities. It unlocked the instructions for the fatality, so now you could actually see it, and you won't have to look it up the next time. You basically don't have to look it up one time. Once you unlock that shit, you could do it, and now you can see the instructions. But that's all I got for today, you guys. I hope you guys have a nerdtastic day. Thank you for tuning in and nerding out with your boy. Shout out to Miss Nano Kitty Cat. Hope to see you on another episode. Thank you for helping out with the Did You Know Facts today. My name is Space, and see, I was here, but now I'm